today. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Mount Rainier. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. Flush to his right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry here for Ken Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They run for it with Hunt, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 76 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Running left is Walker. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Draymond Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield and coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, good move. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
To throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Seattle. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks,
is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And completes it again to Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Back to throw again. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So we are at halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice little juke. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Fant on the short completion.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken around the 12. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 2nd and long. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. And Walker once more. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down at the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run, Walker.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton.